both on Georgia. I fuck around and drafted Milton. Oh, yeah, appreciate that. All right, time to have a good game, man. It's sounding fucked up. I actually, you sound like Leroy, nigga. Yeah, shit. I ain't gonna count. If that shit lagging in like the first couple minutes, then we could try that shit again later.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now a handoff running through the middle. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, his defense for the Cards, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence.
You gotta go get that, man.
And incomplete. And that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Good coverage on that play by A.J. Terrell.
That was not A.J. Terrell. That was fucking Isaiah Rodgers on the play.
Punter now. Jalen Waddle deep to return it. Waddle now to return it. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking from the gun, Lance. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a play fake. Lance. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the
That's
points
a bitch.
opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year
Bruh,
long,
I just missed that shit way to the right, and it almost made it.
Is you put in the heads of all
That's a
guys,
superstar kicker for you.
be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
How them Texans did in the draft.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust.
Oh, so we at the alert, huh?
Biggest playmakers you have.
Time to get something going on. That run game. It's a run
Into the
game.
horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Fuck.
He's got a man, complete. And
Good shit.
Just shy of the 40.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. The Saints at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 6. And the Saints first down. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson.
What a bitch.
But he does take it all the way to the 2. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, set, yo, faster.
Lawrence on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
At the Cardinals 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Lutz with the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Lance now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. In motion, the tight end. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. He sets to fire deep. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm not known as a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. The secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, lock it. Man.
Now Lawrence. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Hey, stand up.
Lawrence will throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. And the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
On 1st down, Lance. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football, and this is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
Okay,
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they're able to add on to their advantage. The extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
Saints 7. Jack Fox set to kick off.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they
what?
the football down.
How is he leaving that nigga? Who is that receiver right there?
But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to
He was leaving that nigga.
Play calls at work. Now, They've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that played out on the last
That's
one.
unacceptable.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu.
You said what?
It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
I like that dude right there. I got that safety.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to an even
You know who he is?
Saints 7. Jack Fox set to kick off.
Boy,
So they'll get
6'4".
another
You got
shot
them
on
6'4"
offense following
safeties
that
out
pick
there,
six.
man.
And now the kick is away.
Should read the scouting report.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start.
All I
at the
need now is
25.
Jayon Curse. Now I have my nickel complete.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they
He
can
is
get
playing
it back.
excellent. He played excellent coverage on 17. If you throw it in 17, it's a wrap.
Being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception.
That boy plays excellent coverage at all times. I'm telling you, he's the guy.
Got it at the 42-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone
Bruh,
can
he's
shake
locking
this
shit
off
up.
right
Like,
the
he's
ship,
not
it's
letting
him.
niggas go nowhere.
Because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
That's your
And
boy.
the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
Do I gotta punt this?
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Ready.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack.
The boy Micah Parsons.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
These are the situations that really tested defenses. Sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. The kick by Lutz is good.
You gonna miss the trades and shit. I'm about to start running the ball.
Kickers now used to be the 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
I can't even pick my play. What's going on? There's 10 more seconds gone.
Interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
I just gotta get one more completion for my X Factor. Trey Lance, so glad you can make it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Okay.
A throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
Fuck it.
So they feel
Fuck
like
it.
they've got something
We just
really
gonna get
good
the
going
trade.
there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Lance again here on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Play action. Now it's Lance. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he's going to go down again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And this will split the points. It's right down the middle. So we reach halftime.
That's some dangerous shit right there.
Game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely.
That's caught at the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
A gain of 55 yards.
Throwing on first down is Lance. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
tackle made at the 49-yard line.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Got a man, Slayton. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. A carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
From the 29, Lawrence. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got his man.
You got to do better than that, bro.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around.
You need Bosa to make a fucking play right here.
Loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Fucking bitch, I knew it was coming. Fuck.
It's good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
He kept the receiver in the shot. Then let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to run with Gibson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
A 4-yard loss. It's now 4th down and goal.
And now before they
Yeah.
run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout.
Fuck, we wanted that snap. We wanted that snap, nigga.
As they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. Now they send a man in motion right. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
Bruh, intercept the ball. Fuck.
The other way with the football. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Second and 8 coming up. Now a play fake. Lance.
Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Failure to connect on second down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Throwing now is Lance.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things in this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
The Lance going to throw.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him. Why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw again on 2nd down.
Lance. This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On play action, Lance. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
The incompletion there stops the clock.
That's wild.
Surprise of throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 3-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on second and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Lawrence will throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
It's a gain of 15. That's good.
And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Tyquan Thornton.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Let's go on the extra point. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Throwing left side, it's complete.
Complete to number 19. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
And the Cardinals are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
Lance going to try to throw for this.
That's Madden bullshit.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Straight Madden bullshit.
This one away and off it goes.
I think he's trying to make me 21. Why did they say we go for 2?
Down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A final shot now for Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. But what a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't